this week's Drum Groove Challenge. I usually do these on Sundays, so I'm a day early today. Hope you don't mind. If you're following along, be sure to check out the PDF of the sheet music attached to this video. And let's jump into this thing. So, today, we're playing pretty much straight triplets, 16th note triplets with the hands. This becomes a little more of a challenge when we start to throw in some accents and the kick pattern on top of it. So, just basically, if you're unfamiliar with triplets, what that means is we have 3 notes within each beat. In other words, if I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, each of those is subdivided into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I'm counting each of those hits, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Or alternatively, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there's our triplets. Those would be our standard 8th note triplets. When we're going 16th note triplets, I'm basically doubling the amount of beats. So for this groove, we're doing exactly what I was doing on the hat, but then we're doing beats in between on the snare. We're doing ghost notes here, so these are very light hits. Okay, so if I'm counting that, 1, 2, 3, okay. It's very hard to count while I'm playing that, by the way. Okay, so that's the basics of what we're doing with the hands. Then for the kick pattern, we're playing our downbeat on the 1, and then we're playing 2 and. So, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or if we count them as triplets instead of the and, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. Okay, and then we stick that in with what we were just doing with the hands. Okay, and then to finish this out, we've got an accent on the snare drum. So this accent falls on, when you're counting out your 16th note triplets, it falls on the and of the 2. So I count my 16th note triplets as 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. So your accent on the snare is going to come on that and of the 2 and the 4. Let me show you what that sounds like with just the hands. I'm at 60 beats per minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me start over there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm confusing myself. Let me just play it together. So I'm at 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, there it is. I've learned it with the foot, so I had to get it separated with my hands there. So that's essentially the groove. It varies up a little bit on our second bar here. It's going to play out the same, but then we throw in an extra accent. So on the 3rd beat, we're going to accent the last 16th note of those 16th note triplets. So I'm gonna play that part for you. I'm just starting right on that third beat of that second measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was me just looping it. Here it is just once. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now let's play the whole thing from the top. I'm at 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if that's easy for you, there are a couple things I've been doing to make this a little more of a challenge. I'm taking my right hand up to the ride, and I'm just counting out the eighth note triplets with my left foot on the hat. Still doing the same thing with the snare. So here's what that sounds like at 80 beats per minute. If we want to get a little more groovy, we can start hitting that bell of the ride, and I'm just hitting it with every kick that I do. So this starts to sound a little groovier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting over. Nobody's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then from there, we can just throw in some of our own fills that we make up. The cool thing about this, we're just doing straight 16th note triplets with our hands, so we don't really have to switch our pattern here. We can just start to carry that around to toms and things to create some fills. So again, I'm gonna start doing some of that. Here we go. There is our drum groove challenge for the week. As you're practicing As you're practicing it this week, once you get to a place where you're feeling pretty good about it, feel free to upload it to the group. It's a judgment-free zone. If you are judged, we're probably going to kick that person out of the group, so you don't have to worry about anyone judging you, saying mean things. I want people of all levels putting this up. You know, there's people way better than me. There's people that are just now starting out. You know, just give these a try. Upload them to the group. We'll all give you advice and tips. And if you're way better than all of us, then we'll admire you. But hey, you know, this is a community. We want to do things to bring us all together. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I will be putting it up on there. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. Take care.